To succeed in today's competitive marketplace, companies must move from a product and selling philosophy to a customer and marketing philosophy. Today, we will learn in more detail how companies can go about outperforming competitors to win, keep, and grow its customers. Understanding customers is crucial, but it's not enough. Building customer relationships and gaining competitive advantage requires delivering more value and satisfaction to target customers than competitors do. Customers will see competitive advantages as customers' advantages, giving the company an edge over its competitors. Customers, a person or organization that buys goods or services from a store or business. Competitive advantage. A competitive advantage is an attribute that enables a company to outperform its competitors. The first step is competitor analysis, the process of identifying, assessing, and selecting key competitors. To plan effective marketing strategies, a company needs to find out all it can about its competitors. It must constantly compare its marketing strategies, products, prices, channels, and promotions with those of close competitors. In this way, the company can find areas of potential competitive advantage and disadvantage. Identifying competitors. Competitors can include all firms making the same product or class of products, all firms making products that supply the same service, all firms competing for the same consumer dollars. Having identified the main competitors, marketing management now asks, what are the competitors' objectives? What does each seek in the marketplace? What is each competitor's strategy? What are various competitors' strengths and weaknesses? And how will each react to actions that company might take? Each competitor has a mix of objectives. The company wants to know the relative importance that a competitor places in current profitability, market share growth, cash flow, technological leadership, service leadership, and other goals. The more that one firm's strategy resembles another firm's strategy, the more the two firms compete. In most industries, the competitors can be sorted into groups that pursue different strategies. Marketers need to carefully assess each competitor's strengths and weaknesses to answer a critical question: what can our competitors do? As a first step, companies can gather data on each competitor's goals, strategies, and performance over the past few years. Or they can benchmark themselves against other firms, comparing the company's products and processes to those of competitors or leading firms in the other industries, identify best practices, and find ways to improve quality and performance. Next, the company wants to know, what will our competitors do? A competitor's objectives, strategies, and strengths and weaknesses go a long way toward explaining its likely actions. The customer value analysis is extremely important because it allows an organization to gauge how they are judged in comparison to their industry rivals. Customer value analysis benefits organizations by providing quantitative analysis, meaning that there is numerical data that is used to measure the value of consumers' opinions about an organization and others. Also, customer value analysis provides the organization and how they compare to competitors of the same industry in the eyes of consumers. Let's say, for example, the gathered data says that the consumer really dislikes the company's product packaging. Therefore, the company needs to step up regarding their product packaging to satisfy the consumers. Close or distant competitors. Most companies will compete with competitors who most resemble them, rather than distant competitors. But this is not always the best thing to do, as well as you may want to avoid trying to destroy a close competitor. For hurting close rivals may bring even tougher competitors. Good or bad competitors. Good competitors are those that play by the rules of the industry, and bad competitors don't. They try to buy shares rather than earn them. They take large risks and play by their own rules. finding uncontested market spaces. Rather than competing head-to-head with established competitors, many companies seek out unoccupied positions and uncontested market spaces. They try to create products and services for which there are no direct competitors. Designing a competitive intelligence system identifies competitive information and the best sources of this information, continually collects information, checks information for validity and reliability, interprets information, organizes information, sends key information to relevant decision makers, and responds to inquiries about competitors.
Next, we will tackle about competitive strategies. Having identified and evaluated its major competitors, a company must now design broad marketing strategies by which it can gain competitive advantage. But what broad competitive marketing strategies might the company use? Which ones are best for a particular company or for the company's different divisions and products? These are the approaches to marketing strategy. No one strategy is best for all companies. Each company must determine what makes the most sense given its position in the industry and its objectives, opportunities, and resources. Even within a company, different strategies may be required for different businesses or products. Among these approaches are: first, entrepreneurial marketing, which involves visualizing an opportunity or constructing and implementing flexible strategies. Next is formulated marketing, which involves developing formal marketing strategies and following them closely. The last one is entrepreneurial marketing, which involves the attempt to reestablish an internal entrepreneurial spirit and refresh marketing strategies and approaches. The competitive strategy consists of business approaches and initiatives undertaken by a company to attract customers and to deliver superior value to them through fulfilling their expectations, as well as to strengthen its market position. The concept of competitive strategy, as opposed to cooperative strategy, has a competitor orientation. The competitive strategy includes those approaches that prescribe various ways to build sustainable competitive advantage. The objective of competitive strategy is to win the customer's hearts through satisfying their needs and finally to attain competitive advantage as well as outcompete the competitors or rival companies. Michael Porter has identified 4 types of competitive strategies that can be applied in any business organization, irrespective of the size and nature of products. Because of their susceptibility to common use by all business enterprises, they are labeled as generic strategies. These involve overall cost leadership, differentiation, focus, and middle of the road. First, overall cost leadership strategy. A company achieves the lowest production and distribution costs and allows it to lower its prices and gain market share. The cost leadership strategy has to do with being the leader in terms of costs in your industry or market. The cost leader in an industry has achieved competitive advantage by having the overall lowest cost compared to other companies in the same market. This can be done by underpricing competitors and then gaining market share or by earning a higher profit margin selling at the same competitive prices. Example, Jollibee. Jollibee has been extremely successful with this strategy by offering basic fast food meals at low prices. They are also able to keep prices low through a division of labor that allows it to hire and train inexperienced employees rather than trained cooks. Differentiation strategy is when a company concentrates on creating a highly differentiated product line and marketing program so that it comes across as an industry class leader. Differentiation strategy, as the name suggests, is a strategy that aims to distinguish a product or service from other similar products offered by the competitors in the market. It entails development of a product or service that is unique for the customers in terms of product design, features, brand name, quality, or customer service. To successfully implement differentiation strategy, all a firm needs to do is a careful analysis of customers' requirements and preferences to identify the feasibility of integrating various differentiating features into a unique product. that contains desirable attributes. Example: Apple has successfully used the product differentiation strategy to separate their product in the market from other competitors' products, starting with their Macintosh computers to their music players or iPod and smartphones or iPhone. Focus strategy is when a company focuses its effort on serving few market segments well rather than going after the whole market. A focus strategy is an integrated set of actions that is designed to produce or deliver products or services that serve the need of a particular competitive segment. It is essentially concerned with identifying a narrow target in terms of market and customers, high-profit market margins, while serving a relatively low volume of customers. For example, Coca-Cola Company has introduced Diet Cola to serve the niche market consisting of diabetic patients. Middle of the road: being mediocre or lack of courage to take risks, a company or an entrepreneur lacks the resolve to execute a business plan in order to achieve their goals will remain mediocre or will not prosper in their business. A company that pursued a clear strategy would achieve superior performance. Companies without a clear strategy or middle of the road would not succeed. No clear strategy is. Next, we have competitive positions, which include market leader strategies, market challenger strategies, market follower strategies, and market niche strategies. First, we will talk about market leader strategies. Market leaders expand total demand, protect their current market, and expand market share. Most industries contain an acknowledged market leader. The leader has the largest market share and usually leads the other firms in price changes, new product introductions, distribution coverage, and promotion spending. The leader may or not be admired or respected, but other firms concede its dominance. Competitors focus on the leader is a company to challenge, imitate, or avoid. Some of the best-known market leaders are Jollibee for fast food, Coca-Cola for beverages, Nike for athletic footwear and apparel, Facebook for online social networking, and Google for internet search services. Most market leaders expand total demand by developing new users, new uses, and more usage of its products. Comparatively, the leader firm gets the most benefits in the marketplace. For example, as a lot of Filipinos eat fast food, Jollibee stands to gain the most profit. The reason behind this is Jollibee has a large market share than its nearest competitors, McDonald's and Chowking. As a market leader, Jollibee tries to convince its consumers that fast food is the best eating out choice. If possible, then, it will benefit more than its competitors. By selecting a new market segment, the market leader can develop new users, new uses, and more usage of its products. Market leaders protect current market share by fixing or preventing weaknesses that provide opportunities to competitors, maintaining consistent prices that provide value, keep strong customer relationships, and continuous innovation. At the time of expanding the market growth, the leader firm is trying to protect its current business position against competitor attacks. For example, SM Supermalls always protect their current business against Ayala Malls Capital Central and Robinsons Malls, and Jollibee protect their current business against McDonald's and Chowking. So, what can the market leader do to protect its position? Well, they want to prevent the weak points as possible, so that the competitors cannot get any advantages. They need to work hard to keep strong relationships with valued customers. They should set their pricing at the moderate level that can be purchased, and the price should be consistent with the brand value. Market leaders should also continuously develop new products, customer services, distribution, promotion, and cutting costs. Market leaders expand market share by increasing profitability with increasing market share in served markets, producing high-quality products, creating good service experiences, and building close relationships. Growing market share is one of the ways of keeping the first position in the market. Market share eventually increases as sales are increased. Studies show that probability rises as the increasing of market share. Based on the probability, companies improve their strategies. For example, if Jollibee wants to be number 1 or number 2 in the market position, it needs to develop a unique business plan to get the upper hand against competitors. Next, we have market challenger strategies. Challenge the leader with an aggressive bid for more market share. Second mover advantage. Challenger observes what has made the leader successful and improves on it. Market challengers are always second, third, or lower position in the industry, such as Chowking, McDonald's, KFC, and Burger King. These firms adopt one or more marketing strategies. They challenge the market leader and other competitors aggressively. They decide which competitors to challenge and what their strategic objective is. High risk bring high gain strategy. The challenger wants to dominate the market leader or wants more market share. However, the challenger takes the second mover advantage. Besides, the challenger follows what makes the leader lead in the market. For example, Pepsi introduces Diet Pepsi when Coke introduces Diet Coke. Both have strength of product expansion and a diverse product portfolio. So, in a direct frontal attack, Pepsi also launches a product in response to its market challenger. We have market follower strategies. Play along with competitors and not rock the boat. Copy or improve on leaders' products and programs with less investment. Bring distinctive advantages. Must keep costs low and prices low, or quality and services high. Market follower does not like to take risks. They copy or improve on leaders' products with less investments. They do not compete with the market leader instead. They play along with their competitors. These are 4 strategies in the market follower. First is the adapter. The products are similar, but they try to adapt from their closest competitors. For example, smartphones like Huawei, Oppo, Cherry Mobile, and etc. adapt the best qualities from each other. Next is imitation. It is presenting a new product that is cheaper than the market leader. It costs less since the materials that were used has a poor quality. Jewelry is one of the products that is mostly imitated. Cloner, making the same product with slight difference. For example, when buying Gucci bags, but the spelling is G-U-G-C-I, that is cloning. Last, counterfeiter. It copies the market leader's product through piracy. Pirated DVDs is the most common counterfeited product. Next, we have market niche strategies. Ideal market niche is big enough to be profitable with high growth potential and has little interest from competitors. Key to market niching is specialization. Market, customer, product, and marketing mix. Niche market strategy consists in choosing the narrow scope of the market, where buyers' needs and preferences differ from the rest of the market. This advertising strategy allows to find such market subsegments where the company can gain an advantage over competitors. The company using niche marketing could stand apart from others because it is focused on a specific group of buyers, usually not too large, specifically geographic market, lifestyle, location, profession, style, and etc. This allows to identify the specific characteristics of products most sought after and desired by potential customers. Balancing customer and competitor orientations. Maintaining balance between customer and competitor orientations is the way that a company considers both orientations according to their effects on the company's status in terms of performance for earning more profit for both short and long terms. The term balance may not mean equally applying both orientations. Companies need to continuously adapt strategies to changes in the competitive environment. First is competitor-centered company, customer-centered company, and marketing-centered company. Competitor-centered company spends most of its time tracking competitors' moves in the market shares and trying to find ways to counter them. Advantage is that the company is a fighter. Disadvantage is that the company is reactive. Customer-centered company spends most of its time focusing on customer developments and designing strategies, provides a better position than the competitor-centered company to identify opportunities and build customer relationships. Finally, market-centered company spends most of its time focusing on both competitor and customer developments and designing strategies.